Hello, my beautiful Gemini friends. I'm LaChondevi with Power Life Hypnosis, and this is your September 2018 love and romance reading. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do so on my website, POWERLIFEHYPNOSIS.com. If you would like to know who your future long-term romantic partner is, including details such as when you meet your partner, where you meet your partner, what your partner will look like, how to recognize your partner, some additional details that I do not share here, as well as a full reading as to how to align yourself with the happiest, healthiest, most fulfilling relationship with your future partner, you can book a future partner reading with me today directly through the description box below or at my website, PowerLifeHypnosis.com. If you have an iPhone or an iPad, you can contact me at any time through the free Instant Go app, and the link for that is instantgo.com/powerlifehypnosis. So the links to book a private reading with me, book a future partner reading with me, to my website, and to my Instant Go are all in the description box below. These are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate with you. If they do not, you can check your moon and rising sign videos as those messages may, or you can check all three videos in order to gain a more complete picture of your love and romantic relationships during the month of September. And as always, I would like to say thank you so much to all of those who thumbs up, liked my videos, commented, shared, and thank you to all of my old subscribers as well as all of my new subscribers. I appreciate the support from you all so much. So before I get into our reading, I would like to make a quick announcement. So starting next week for the mid-monthly videos, I am going to start doing the shorter readings again, and I believe that this will work better for both of us because I'll be able to get the readings out to you all in a more timely manner, and I'll also be able to do more readings that way. So that change will be coming up very, very soon, and I just wanted to let you all know, so look out for that. Alrighty, so my dears, of course I do have 3 cards here representing the overall theme of what we may be experiencing during the month of September. I have here 3 5-card spreads as well as an extended spread here with my personal prediction cards, and then we're going to go into our guidance here so we can discuss how to bring about the best outcome in our love lives during the month of September. So let's go ahead and get started here. 222 on the clock. This is a beautiful time to get started. Interesting, the last reading I did just started off at 222 as well. Alrighty, so my dears, let's go into the theme here. Also, just to let you guys know, I don't know if you can hear it, but there is some, well, I would say summer fun. There's some fall fun going on outside. Where I live, it's always summer. It's always hot. So if you guys can hear that, there's some chaos and shenanigans going outside of my window. So excuse me if you hear that. Alrighty, so regarding the 3 cards that I have here with the theme, I read the soulmate card. And this says, yes, this is your soulmate. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. And then I also have the Knight of Air card, which is also known as the Knight of Swords. And this says, intelligent, decisive, idealistic, and tireless. So these are characteristics of the Knight of Swords. This also says events that occur with great speed, time to carefully review your options, and creative solutions. So regarding these 3 cards, when it comes to the theme of what we may be experiencing during the month of September here, of course, we do have this soulmate card. So this is evident. We don't have to go too much into this, but we are dealing with a soulmate. So we must keep in mind that not all soulmates are meant to stay in our lives forever. I always have to say this when it comes to dealing with soulmates. Not all soulmates are meant to be in our lives forever. Some soulmates are temporary. However, the point of soulmates coming into our lives is to help us learn, grow, evolve, you know, as a soul. They help us grow, again, learn, evolve as a soul, spiritually, mentally. Soulmates have purposes within our lives. Then we have here the Make the Effort card. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. 4:44 on the clock, speaking of angelic healing coming to us during the month of September. So that's a very great energy here. So this Make the Effort card here is saying that, again, we are being guided by God, Spirit, universe, higher powers, the angels. We are being guided toward great love. So we are being called to, again, make the effort. So during the month of September, whatever steps we're being guided to take, whatever intuitive messages we are receiving, whatever gut feelings we are receiving, however this information is coming to us, whether it be feelings, whether it be through our inner ear, whether it be through our third eye, whether it be through our claircognizance, which is our inner knowing, we are being guided to take particular steps when it comes to our love life. So we are being called to make the effort when it comes to that situation here. So I'm just looking at these cards and trying to pick up if I'm feeling past life energy here. Yeah, I do. Okay. So for some of us, and in this, I am picking up past life energy, so a past life connection, speaking of the soulmate, and it's common that soulmates follow us throughout lifetimes because they can be a part of our spiritual and soul growth. But for a smaller number of us, so this can be for 1 or 2 of us, I'm picking up a newer energy. So this could perhaps be a soulmate from even more recent lifetimes or through this lifetime. But that's the energy I'm picking up here. But again, we are being guided toward the best outcome within our love lives, and that's always a blessing here. So also we have, once again, this Knight of Air card, which again speaks of the Knight of Swords. So this card is saying that during the month of September, some of us may be experiencing some kind of sudden changes. Again, some events that occur with great speed. So some kind of changes that happen quickly, some kind of changes that happen suddenly. For some of us, these changes may be unexpected, or there may be unexpected events that may occur during the month of September. The Knight of Air is the fastest moving knight in the tarot deck. So this can be speaking about being impulsive, or this can be a warning regarding being impulsive here. But I do see that for some of us, there will be a new energy coming as well. So this can be new energy coming into our relationships because this is a love reading here. Some of us may be taking some very important action when it comes to our love lives. Again, it says take time to carefully review your options. So some of us may be taking some kind of important action, and this can be as a result of reviewing our options here. For some of us, there can be a beautiful new energy coming into our love lives during the month of September, or even a beautiful new energy coming into our love lives as a result of this soulmate here. So that is wonderful as well. For some of us, it can be a situation where maybe we've entered a relationship, and when we entered the relationship, we entered it happily and enthusiastically. However, it could be that during the month of September, and this might be for a small number of us, but it could be that during the month of September, this relationship may be leaving our lives, with chaos, or leaving our lives with some challenges. So let's look out for that. Some of us may be also guided to think with our heads, not with our hearts, because the Knight of Air is about thoughts, ideas. So again, we are being guided to think with our mental space, not so much with our heart space during this time. Some of us may have some difficulties with our emotions as well. But again, there will be solutions here, and these solutions may be creative solutions. And I do see some wonderful energy about solutions coming up, so we'll discuss that in a moment. So regarding our first prediction here, so I'm looking at where I'm being called to go to first, rather. Okay, I'm being called to go here. We have the choice card here up top. So, Geminis, I just saw 10:05 on the clock, so there may be new beginnings that occur that are going to be very wonderful as a result of changes in our love lives. So going back to this choice card, this is a card representing our thoughts, what we may be thinking about, cognizant of, aware of during the month of September. And this card says choice between the two. Your heart already whispers the answer, so we're being guided to listen. So we could have to make an important choice regarding our love lives. Some of us may have to make a choice between two partners. We may have to make a choice between should I stay or should I go. But there's an important decision. There's an important choice that we're being guided to make during the month of September. We may know that. That may be something that is on our minds. Maybe some of us are trying to figure out what we need to do. And this is in a relationship where at some point there has been balance. At some point there has been a joining together of a masculine and feminine energy. And this is regardless of your gender and who you date. Just a masculine and a feminine energy here. I see balance. And this is in the past again. So this says this love is fair and balanced, creating a harmony for a strong future. So it looks like, again, this has been a relationship where there has been, I'm hearing camaraderie, you know, a synergistic relationship here. And this relationship, once again, could have contained harmony that perhaps allowed for a strong relationship. And this, because this is a soulmate relationship, could even be speaking of harmony within this connection that was for a strong future regarding moving forward in our love lives in general here. So I do have this balance card. Now, it looks like, twins, that this is a relationship that was fated. So we have the soulmate energy here, and we have this fate energy here. So I do feel very, very strongly that this is a soulmate relationship. So we have the fate card here. Fate is guiding and helping your love connection. Luck is with you. So this is saying that fate, God, spirit, universe, our higher powers, you know, the angels, all our unseen friends here are helping us in our love connection, whether this be speaking of this person here, this soulmate here, or this be speaking of our love lives in general. Because really, when it comes to our love lives, it's about us. You know, it's like we never know what's going to happen. Really, truly, we don't, even though we like to think that we know the future. Even, you know, us who are intuitive, we don't ultimately know exactly what is going to happen in our distant futures here. So this is saying that this situation here is fated, and it's fated in order to help us move forward in the future. It's fated in order for us to have the best relationships and the best chances in our love lives moving forward. So that's what this situation is about. Luck is with us at this time. And I do have some very, very positive cards coming up. Very positive cards coming up. So I do feel as though this fate energy here is very, very strong. It's like our guides, again, universe, spirit, our higher powers, the angels, our unseen friends are moving us forward in a very positive way. Even if we're not able to see that at this time. But I do have that very positive, very wonderful fated energy here. Okay, so regarding, okay, so let's go into the foundation and the outcome here. So regarding the foundation, there may be a situation where we are experiencing some heartache. So we could be experiencing some heartache in this situation. This is likely an energy that we are already aware of. I don't feel as though this is a new energy. You know, it's like we know that this is going on. So we may be experiencing a little heartache regarding this relationship that has been fated. And this heartache card says pain and distress will only come from this love. Best protect your heart. So again, we do have this challenging energy here. Okay. So we may be experiencing some heartache here, some challenges again within our love lives. And in the outcome, we do have here the Cage Love card. So this Cage Love card here reads, this love is an illusion, a trap. Give this love wings to fly. So when I see the Cage Love card, what I associate this card with is separation or isolation in a relationship. This isn't necessarily speaking about the ending of a relationship, but this is about creating freedom between two partners, distance between two partners. We don't want to keep the love caged in. We want to release it again. Or actually, no, I was thinking about the heartache card, releases to be free. Wow, I just realized that that's not in those cards. That's just what I heard in my inner ear. So some of us may need to release this love to be free. But again, this is saying this love is an illusion, a trap. Give this love wings to fly. So there may be distance between us and another person, or freedom may be given between us and another person for the greater good of ourselves and for a relationship. I just looked up and saw this fragile do not crush right here, if you guys can see that. So maybe some of us are feeling fragile. Maybe some of us are feeling fragile, and maybe we need sensitivity at this time. I just looked and saw, I know you guys aren't going to be able to see this, so I'm not going to show it to you, but on this card it says perfect ease and comfort. That's what my eyes were guided to. So again, it's like this situation and letting go of the situation is going to lead to ease and comfort. So that can be where that angelic healing is coming from as well. Yes, that's the energy I'm picking up from this card. So releasing this person, letting go of this person, releasing this energy, caring for ourselves first is optimal and can be an outcome in this situation. So now let's go ahead and go into who we could be dealing with, twins. So please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not all these messages may resonate regarding who we're dealing with. Some messages may resonate, some may not. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Also, some of these details may match up with you, so let's take that into consideration as well. So regarding who we could be dealing with, Geminis. Some of us could be dealing with, you know, I'm picking up earth energy. I'm picking up a strong earth energy. Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Some of us could be dealing with a Cancer or Pisces. So some of us could be dealing with water, in particular, again, Cancer or Pisces. And this can be sun, moon, or rising, or even just a strong element in this person's chart. Or some of us could be dealing with an Aquarius or Taurus. Taurus, yes, I did mention that. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Earth, a Cancer. I'm seeing Taurus. I'm feeling like Taurus is very strong here. Cancer, Pisces. Okay, so these are the signs that I'm seeing here. Excuse me. So regarding who we could be dealing with, I am definitely seeing somebody who's very attractive. Very, very attractive. We'll speak about that very soon. Well, I'll just mention that now. We have this bouquet card here, and this bouquet card is mentioning somebody who is very, very attractive. The bouquet card rules beauty, attractiveness. So this is somebody who's going to be very physically attractive. Again, if this is a woman, this can be somebody who appears very exotic, or this can be somebody who's very photogenic with a nice smile, but this is going to be somebody very attractive. Now, for most of us, I'm seeing somebody who's going to be, I'm seeing a very strong thing with somebody who is, perhaps if this is a male, this can be somebody who's very well built. You know, it's like stocky, well built, wide shoulders, strong, that kind of appearance, you know, somebody who's very well built. This isn't somebody who appears frail here. But this can be, for another number of us, someone who is trim on the slim side, but still has some curves. Perhaps if that is a woman, the woman can have top curves. This may be somebody who appears to be full of life and full of energy. For some of us, this can be somebody who's older or who has a larger body stature than us. This can be somebody who perhaps has very attractive eyes. Like the eyes can be, can be blue or gray for some of us, but I'm seeing very attractive eyes. For some of us, this is going to be somebody who has freckles or acne or even a birthmark or beauty mark, some kind of marks, scars, stretch marks, pock marks, tattoos, some kind of marks. Birthmarks, again, beauty marks are going to be on this person. Freckles are going to be on this person. Acne, some kind of marks. And depending on this person's age, this person can be even bald or balding, say if they're older here. So those are the details that I'm saying regarding who we could be dealing with. So before we get into the actual Lenormand prediction, let's go ahead and go into our Kipper prediction here. So at the bottom of the deck, I do have the living room card. At top, I see the expectation card. So I just have to say this briefly. For a number of you, this may be one or two of you, or a small number of you rather, one or two of you. Somebody may be pregnant because we have this living room and expectation card. And the living room represents the inner walls of our soul, because there's the house card in the Kipper deck and there's the living room card. The house card is going to be our dwelling, where we live, our families. The living room card is something more intimate. It's our bedroom. It's the walls of our soul. You know, it's like where we go to refresh our souls. So the living room card here represents a more intimate space here. So because we have that living room and expectation card, some of us could be pregnant. Some of us can find out that we're pregnant during the month of September. Nevertheless, again, okay, I do have here, not again, but let's go ahead and go into this prediction now. I have the bereavement card. Court. Great happiness. So, if not speaking about pregnancy, this is speaking about a situation that is very dear to our hearts, very dear to our souls, something that is intimate to us. Regarding a relationship or a situation that maybe we've been waiting for, maybe we've been waiting for something to happen within this situation. Maybe we've been waiting for something to happen without being able to act. For example, it could be on the other person's behalf, for them to make a move. We've been waiting for them to make a move, so we can, you know, play a game of chess, or I don't know much about chess, checkers. So we can play a game of checkers and make our next move. We've been waiting for them. So that expectation card can go in different ways, but it does represent a time of, if not pregnancy, again, waiting. Waiting without being able to act. So it looks like here, because we have this bereavement card, and the bereavement card represents endings. We have the court card here representing balance, and it looks like this situation is going to cause great happiness. So one thing I must say about this great happiness card is this is the best card of the Kipper deck. So the fact that we have this great happiness card is a very wonderful thing for us. We're going to have a cornucopia of wonderful, beautiful things. We're going to have great opportunities, positive outcomes. Wonderful things coming to us, gifts, abundance, happiness, joy, excitement coming to us due to this happiness here. And this happiness here is the ultimate outcome. So that's a very, very positive card for us to have. Again, this is the best card in the deck. So we have great energy. And spoiler alert, we also have the best card within the Kipper deck. And it's interesting, if any of you have a sign or you're dealing with a Taurus, go ahead and look at that reading too, because I just realized that I had 2 cards that are also from the Taurus reading that I did before this one. So again, if you're dealing with the Taurus, if you have any Taurus in your chart, or if the person that you're dealing with has Taurus in their chart, go ahead and look at that reading as well. Nevertheless, we do have this excellent energy here. So it looks like some type of ending. This can be ending of this relationship, because we do have this Cage Love card representing freedom between us and another person. It could be due to this heartache, but you know, it's like this could be a relationship that has caused heartache in general. Nevertheless, we do have here this ending here, and it's looking like this ending here may bring balance and wonderful opportunities. Again, that cornucopia of happiness, those wonderful, beautiful things coming to us. So it could be that this ending brings balance, again, balance to our love lives and wonderful outcome. However this resonates with us, it will be a happy outcome. So this spread here is definitely signifying a very happy outcome. So even if we've been waiting for something to happen, even if the situation has been very dear to our souls, even if there's an ending that occurs, whatever happens will engender a very happy and positive outcome. So that's something to look forward to. That great happiness there. Perfect energy. So let's go ahead and go into our Lenormand prediction here. At the bottom, you have the stars. Uh-oh, I dropped a card. Up top, the key. Sorry, I dropped the card, so it was upside down. The key. The key. And my dears, my twins, I am a Gemini Venus. I love having my Venus in Gemini. I love it so much. Okay, we also have here the house, the bouquet, and the mountain. This is where I just got super happy all of a sudden. I don't know what it is. I just got like super ecstatic. I'm not trying to like overly smile, but I don't know what that energy was. It just came to me, but I just got really ecstatic about life all of a sudden. Okay, so regarding this prediction, let's tone it down. Okay, whatever. Regarding this prediction, what we have here. So we do have this stars card here, and this is speaking of happiness and optimism, you know. And it's also, it's interesting because we do have this living room card, and well, they are different. However, I'm picking up a similar energy because both of these cards are at the bottom of the deck. So this stars card here could be speaking of the hope, the optimism that we have within our souls, within the our inner selves. Like this living room card here. But it's like we're happy, we're optimistic, we have hope about this situation. Again, some of us may be feeling guided toward the steps that we're supposed to take. So this stars card can also mean being guided, following the stars, being guided. So we have this energy as well, saying that great love is worth taking the steps that you are guided to take. So it could be that, again, with the stars card, it's like great love is leading us in the right direction. So I like that a lot. Okay, so the great thing is we also have here this key card, and this key card is excellent because really, to me, it is the best card in the Lenormand deck. So this card says that, one, we could be dealing with, again, a soulmate relationship. So that's also how this energy plays in here. So this is saying that we are dealing with a soulmate for sure here. But this can also be speaking of us being able to attain the solution to our problems. You know, it's like we have the key to get out of any situations that may not benefit us. We have the key to our solutions. We can open the door to greatness, to great happiness. We have the key for that. We have the solution for that. The key represents solutions, you know, solutions to issues. Again, it's like everything is good with this key card. This is, to me, the best card here. So in both of these spreads, we pulled up the best cards. The best cards of both these decks. So that is very, very awesome. So again, we have the key to our solutions. We have the key to get out of any challenges. We have the key to our happiness here, which is wonderful. Now, we may also be something may also be revealed to us, because that's another meaning of the key card. Something may be revealed, you know, unlocking the key to some mysteries. So something may be revealed to us as well. Now, with this house, bouquet, and mountain, with this house here again, with this bouquet here again, which is an excellent, excellent card, and this mountain. One thing that I see here is there are 2 8s. We have the 8 of, and it's interesting because also in the Taurus reading there were 2 8s. However, those were 2 red 8s. We do have the 8 of diamonds here and the 8 of clubs. So this can represent maybe a loss of position in a relationship. So it could be that maybe someone is not seen in the same way to us as they have been in the past. For example, maybe that's 1 or 2 of us, but that can be a meaning of that combination there. So it looks like here, okay, what I'm seeing here is we have this house card, and the house card can represent stable relationships or family relationships. So maybe some of us have kids, or we're in a family, maybe we're married, you know, anything like that, you know, or just a stable relationship. Maybe it's occurred over a long period of time, or even we may be living with this person. We may be living with this person, but we have that house card here. And that's saying that regarding this situation, the happiness, the joy, the excitement, the positivity within this relationship may be blocked during the month of September, because we do have that mountain card there that came out on the very end. And when the mountain card comes up at the end of a spread, this represents a blockage. It's like you're going, and then something blocks you there. The mountain card can represent challenges, delays, obstacles. You can get around these through our actions. So we are going to go into our guidance once again so we can discuss how to use our free will in order to benefit ourselves here. Nevertheless, it looks like within this family situation, or within this stable relationship, or in this relationship where we may be living with somebody, the happiness, the joy, the excitement, whatever it is, again, may be blocked. You know, there may be a standstill. There may be an obstacle when it comes to that situation, because again, I'm going like this because the mountain card, to me, it represents just like things are blocked. They're not able to move forward here. Something is blocked. But again, we do have optimism, and that's what we're moving forward as. We do want to attain our happiness, attain our dreams, you know, attain fulfillment here. And we do have the solution to that, even if we're not able to see it at this time because of the blockages. But again, these blockages are able to be moved around. We're able to get on the other side of that mountain. We're able to climb that mountain and move to the other side of it through utilizing our free will in the best way. So as I look at this spread, you know, we only have 1 club card here, and clubs in the Lenormand spread is, or in the Lenormand deck rather, is the most challenging suit. We only have 1 club card here, which is the card, again, the mountain at the very end. So I'm not really picking up challenging energy, but again, I do see that blockage. So just be aware of that happening. Okay. So let's go ahead and go into our predictions here with my personal prediction cards. So it does look like whatever is going on within our love lives during the month of September is destined, is fated, is supposed to occur in some way. Now, I like to consider the card that I see when I split the deck. And I have the third party card here. So some of us may be dealing with third party situations, whether it be on our behalf or the other person's behalf. Not all of us, but I do see that maybe one or two of us are dealing with a third party situation. I just split the deck again to organize it, and I did see the card of unrequited love. So some of us may be feeling as though there's a sense of unrequited love in our relationship, or we may be the ones who are even not, you know, sharing the love with whoever we're dealing with. Perhaps. So let's go ahead and go into this spread here. And for this extended spread here, I did do something a little different. Before, if you've seen my readings, if you're not new to my channel, I've been doing these readings for the last couple of months, going into the past and then the future here. But what I did with this reading is I went ahead and did what's going on now and then what's going to be going on week by week, because we all know what happened in the past. So I wanted to do what is going on moving forward. So regarding what we may be experiencing now, twins, is some of us may be experiencing a toxic connection regarding a relationship that we're in. Maybe some of us are in love with this person, or we have been in love with this person. Maybe we've been committed to this person. Maybe we've been committed to this person that we've had this romantic relationship with, but I do see a toxic connection here. So what could be going on the first week or on the other side of this energy here, because this is a general reading and these readings are coming out after the 1st of September, which is again why I'm very excited to do the shorter readings, because I want to bring out these readings on time here. Nevertheless, I see here regarding either the first week or on the other side of this energy, what can be going on now, that we may be experiencing some challenges regarding reconciling with this person, or reconciling our differences with this person. And some of us may receive or experience a change of heart, a change of mind, a change of perspective regarding reconciling our differences with this person, or regarding the challenges with this person. And we may be making the decision to release either the challenges or release the idea to reconcile our differences, or we just may be releasing this individual. Now, as I was pulling these cards, I didn't really see an energy of releasing an ex here, but I do have the decision to release something, and this is going to resonate with us all in different ways because this is a general reading, but we're being guided to make the decision to release something due to a change of heart, change of mind, or change of perspective regarding the challenges in a relationship. So on the other side of this energy, or going into the second week of September here, I do see us having a conversation regarding a connection that we have, or regarding a love offer, or somebody attempting to share their love with us, or is attempting to share our love with another person. But there will be some kind of conversation going on within this situation, and this conversation may deal with some dishonesty or deception that has occurred within this relationship, or we may have a conversation that is riddled with dishonesty or deception. But I do have a positive outcome coming from this conversation. So during the third week, or on the other side of this energy here, I do see a situation where this particular partner who we've been speaking about, there may be a ghosting energy. So when I say ghosting energy, I mean somebody's not communicating with the other person. So we may cease communicating with that person. That other person may cease communication with us. But I do see a ghosting energy where, you know, again, somebody could be blocked. This is also the, this is also the card here of somebody being blocked with this mountain card. The mountain card can also represent, again, blockages. So somebody can even be blocked on social media, on the phone, anything like that. You know, whatever apps we use to communicate with others. There could be some kind of blockage. Maybe that's for one or two of us, but I do see us ghosting, or a past love ghosting us, which may cause some hurt feelings. So we may ghost this person because we're experiencing hurt feelings, or somebody ghosting us may cause us to feel some hurt feelings, and we may be experiencing some hidden feelings. So we may not be expressing how we feel if we are feeling hurt. However, it looks like during the that week, it looks like during that week there will be some healing. So we may be healing from this situation, allowing us to attain another change. But this is going to be a change in direction in this relationship. So before, during the first week, or again on the other side of whenever we're watching this, there will be some kind of, again, change of heart, mind, perspective. And then we're also going to have here change of direction coming up during this month. So that's a really wonderful energy. Changes. Okay, we got changes coming up. So going into the end of the month, excuse me, or for some of us, this can be going into October, depending on when we're watching this reading. I have here that, you know, we will be feeling some feeling of betrayal here regarding how somebody's showing their love. There may be some sense of betrayal, whether it be us betraying another person or the other person betraying us and us feeling betrayal. But I do see that many of us are going to be going through some kind of dark night of the soul energy. We may be experiencing some doubts and uncertainties because of being isolated from this person, or because of the isolation, you know, between us and this person, whether it be us isolating ourselves from them or them isolating themselves from us. I do see that isolation energy coming up. So again, some of us may be experiencing some dark night of the soul energy where we may be confronting the shadow within. So some of us may experience anything from not really wanting to get up in the morning. It's like we're getting up in the morning, we're just like, oh my God, I don't want to do today. So it can be anything like that to anything such as going within to identify and understand the shadow aspects of our personalities and why we have, you know, ended up in this situation, why we are experiencing this situation, what has caused us to go into this situation, what is it about our personalities that have gone into our situation. What I just heard in my inner ear is looking at our patterns. Maybe one or two of us are looking at our patterns in relationships and seeing the common theme is us. And if we've had challenging relationships, the common theme is us. So how can we move forward in a much more positive way in our relationships? So that may be what some of us are experiencing. But again, I do see here, I was feeling some challenging energy at the end of the month. And it does, as I look at this spread here, it looks as though the end of the month, or again, going into October, may be the most challenging time. But, you know, there's better things on the other side of this energy here. Again, we have this great happiness. We have this great happiness coming. So just be mindful of that if you are experiencing some challenging energy at the end of the month, or again, this could even be going into the first month of October. And again, we may be experiencing that challenging energy, those doubts or uncertainties, because we may be isolated from that person. But that's also the energy here of this caged love card. So when we have this isolation energy, when we have this caged love energy, when we have this, I just realized that both of these cards here came up on the end. This mountain card, this caged love card, these are both cards of isolation. So in 3 spreads here, 3 out of 4, we have here isolation energy at the end. So just be mindful of that. However, it does look like this is all for the best. So now that we have that, let's go ahead, twins, and go into our guidance. Okay. So let's see where to go to first. Where am I being drawn to first? I keep seeing this card here. I'm being drawn to go here first. See only love. So for guidance, twins, let's see only love. And this card reads, look past the seeming errors, mistakes, and misunderstandings and see only the love within each person. And that's including ourselves. So including yourself, Gemini. Your resolute focus upon the love that underlies every situation brings about healing in undreamed ways. So see only love in others. I also heard in my inner ear, see the humanness in others as well. See only love, see the humanness in others. So again, look past the seeming errors, mistakes, and misunderstandings and see only the love within each person. See only the humanness within each person. Family. Another card here, family. The situation is rooted in an emotional experience with a family member, which we can help you to understand and heal. In your mind and heart, surround this person, yourself, and the experience with calming blue lights and many angels. Be open to the gifts within the situation and allow yourself to feel peace. So again, if you haven't signed, if you're dealing with a Taurus, please go ahead and look at that reading, because we had a general and not a general, but a similar theme there, a synchronistic theme there. But this is speaking of, again, a situation that may have dealt with, for example, early childhood experiences and things that can occur out of early childhood experiences. I'm getting guided to say this for one or two of you, is a feeling of rejection that may manifest in our relationships as codependency. So what happens is, and it's very common, that for some reason or another, and this may not even be anything purposeful. However, in childhood, many of us experience some kind of feelings of rejection. You know, we experience feelings of rejection, but as children, we're not able to verbalize this rejection. We're not able to express this rejection. We're not even able to conceptually understand this rejection as children, because we have not developed that emotional and mental intelligence yet to understand that feeling. So we end up internalizing feelings of rejection. Again, some of these may not be purposeful, coming from our caregivers. Nevertheless, you know, regardless of what happened, you know, we can experience anything from neglect, abuse, or again, even unexpectedly causing feelings of abandonment, not feelings of abandonment rather, but feelings of rejection. And as we grow older, those feelings of rejection can manifest within us. They stay within us because, again, as children, we're not able to fully communicate them and express them and discuss them. So they stay within us, and as we move forward, they affect our adult relationships, which can manifest in forms of codependency. These can manifest in forms of addiction. These can manifest in forms of egoism and narcissism. These can manifest in various different forms, mental illnesses. That's how these things manifest. So this is saying that the situation is rooted in an emotional experience with a family member, which we can help you to understand and heal. So if you are experiencing any of those feelings, if that resonates with you, go ahead and ask God, Spirit, Universe, your higher powers, your unseen friends to take that energy from you, release you from that burden, because they can handle the things that we don't need to and the things that we shouldn't. So again, in your mind, in your heart, surround this person, yourself, and whatever experiences, even if they're experiences of rejection that we've experienced from childhood, surround these experiences with calming blue light and many angels, and be open to the gifts in the situation. The gifts within the situation. So this is a soulmate situation again, and soulmates come into our lives to help us learn, grow, evolve, to teach us things, to help us move forward into the ultimate, divine relationship here. So be open to the gifts and allow yourself to feel peace. So the great thing is with this, I never know how to pronounce this, epiphyllite, whatever this is, increased support. This is an increased support card, okay? Increased support. And then we also have here the Malachite card, which is great. And this is a card of prosperity. So with these two cards here, this increased support card here says that your positive focus and willingness, Geminis, to receive, your positive focus and willingness to receive have opened the doorway to an abundance of help and opportunity. And the great thing is we have this prosperity card to match it, and it says there's a positive shift in your flow of divine support. So again, we have so much divine support. We're able to call upon God, Spirit, universe, our higher powers, the angels, our unseen friends to assist us in this situation. As long as we call on them, they will come in and provide us with the support. We have an abundance. We have a cornucopia of support, of positive things available to us. And there is a beautiful positive shift in our flow of divine support. So know that we are always being supported. We are always being guided. We're always being guided, right? Fate is guiding us. Fate is guiding us. And sometimes our higher selves, God, Spirit, universe, our unseen friends can see the things that our smaller selves cannot see. For example, we may want a relationship with a person that is not supposed to work out. Well, we don't know that because our ego selves, our small selves are not able to see that. And it's not until we move forward and we're able to keep moving in alignment with that higher path that we are meant to take that we are able to see in hindsight that, okay, that was the purpose of those relationships. So that may be a message from one or two of you. But we are, again, we are attaining, experiencing increased support. So your positive focus and willingness to receive love, to receive fulfillment, to receive happiness have opened the doorway to an abundance, to a cornucopia of, again, support, help, and opportunities. So that's a really, really wonderful energy that we have here. Now let's go ahead and go into our wisdom of the oracle cards, and then we'll go into our press card from Spirit, and that'll wrap up our reading here. So regarding our wisdom of the oracle cards, I have here number 31, and this is the Y card in the reverse. Number 23, peace, also in the reverse. We have here number 19, flexible, and this card came up in the upright. So regarding these three cards here, we have this Y card speaking of progression. I'm sorry, not progression, but excuse me, speaking of stability, order, foundations. I'm also hearing security. And this Y card here speaks of us discovering and going within to understand the why, the reason behind what drives our choices. Why is it that we do what we do? Let's go inside and attempt to understand why we are making particular choices, why we are doing particular things. And this Y card in the reverse can also be speaking of us denying the truth of what we really want. And sometimes we can have subconscious, or more so, well, subconscious, or, you know, it's like thoughts beneath the surface that we are not fully aware of, it, that we are not fully cognizant of, that may drive our decisions, or that may drive our choices, that may be the reason why we do certain things. For example, we may want love, and that may cause us to pursue a particular person because that person is our idea of love. However, people are not love. I mean, we can love people. However, love is not a person. Love is a feeling. Love is a feeling within us. And we may be chasing a person, for example, not to say that we are, but you know, as an example, we may be seeking someone or chasing someone, or we may have our eyes set on someone because we believe in our hearts that that person is the idea of love. But that person is not the idea of love. That person is a person, and really love is a feeling that we get inside of us. So again, we have to look at the why that drives our actions, that drives our intentions here. Another situation, or another way that this may play out, is we could, for example, be wanting to reconcile with a person, or, you know, get back into a relationship with a person, perhaps after this cage love energy. We may be thinking that we really want to be back with this person, you know, the person who we've experienced heartache with. However, it can really be just us seeking to have the last word, or us seeking to say our piece, or us seeking to come out on top, which is why we want to get back with this person. So this can resonate with all of us in different ways. However, we are being guided to look at the why. What is the reason why we do the things that we do? What is the reason behind our choices and our actions? So we have this number 23 card, peace in the reverse. So this is speaking of changes. Maybe there's been a lack of change for a while, perhaps, but this is speaking of changes need to be made. And this peace card says that no matter what we are experiencing, no matter what we are going through, no matter what is happening, we must be peaceful anyway. We must seek inner peace. So what I'm hearing in my inner ear is self-care. Self-care may be very important. We need to do things that feel good to us, engage in hobbies, engage in, you know, whatever it is that makes us feel good. Self-care again. So with this peace card, we are being guided to take care of ourselves here, make these changes, and no matter what is going on within our lives, have inner peace. Come from a place of inner peace. And we again have this flexible card, number 19. So this can be speaking of our relationships, bringing balance, making choices. Again, we have this choice card. So we may be making the choice to be flexible, or in general, this is speaking about being flexible when it comes to our relationship. So this is like being willing to learn, having an open mind, being willing to do things in a different way, being willing to look at things in a different way, not being so rigid in our thinking, not being so rigid in how we approach situations. As you can see, this person right here in this card is not rigid. This person is bending over backwards. Will that technically be bending over backwards? I believe so. It looks like this person is bending over backwards. So this flexible card is speaking of us, you know, being able to, of course, be flexible, and be flexible in our approach, be flexible in our relationships, be flexible in our thinking. And what this card can also represent is us soon coming into a relationship, or this can be now, but this could be in the near future, attaining a relationship or coming into a relationship with a particular person who may not be our normal type, may not be the normal type of person that we go after, but this is going to be a person to come into our lives in order to, again, help us learn some soul lessons, to help us learn, grow, and evolve in some sort of way. So be willing to learn. Open your mind. Let's open our minds. You know, let's take things in a wonderful direction by, again, being able to expand our thinking, expand our awareness. What am I hearing in my inner ear? I'm hearing dropping our defenses, and just being like, I'm feeling this easygoing, not being so, again, rigid or tied to a situation, just taking life on life's terms. And that could also be what this peace card is signifying as well. So my loves, let's go ahead and go into our postcard from Spirit, and this will wrap up our reading. So our postcard from Spirit reads, Dearest you. So dearest, lovely, beautiful Gemini. There are times in life when taking a risk is better left for another day. Other times are perfect for taking that leap, no matter how dangerous it may seem. Well, hold on to your parachute strings, for today is leap time. It looks like this person's like taking a backwards leap. It's like this person is a gymnast and they're getting ready to like lift their hands off of this egg. It's like a makeup sponge, but this egg, and like do some kind of crazy backflip. So today is leap time. Realize that no matter what, we, so God, universe, spirit, our higher powers, our unseen friends, we will not let you fall. We will not let you drown, get lost, or hurt yourself in any way on this one. Even if it may feel like you are in free fall, so even if you feel like you're in free fall, we are here for you. And you can stop freaking out about getting hurt and relax into this transition into something new. All the elements are in place, and your soul is ready for a new experience. No matter what you're asking about, Geminis, it's time to take the risk and do that one thing that scares you. No matter what happens, you will land softly, right on target. Don't worry about the outcome. Spirit's got that covered. Spirit's got that covered. It's taking the leap itself, and that's the point. We love your courage and embrace it. So my lovely Gemini friends, these are the messages that I have for us regarding our love and romantic relationships during the month of September. I hope I was able to provide you all with some useful guidance and messages. Thank you so much for watching this reading. Please thumbs up, like this reading if the messages resonate with you, comment, share, subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. I love you all. Thank you so much again, and I look very forward to speaking with you all very soon for the mid-monthly readings. And of course, if you'd like to book a private reading with me, go ahead and visit my website, POWERLIFEHYPNOSIS.com. You can also book a private reading with me or a future partner reading with me, and you can also contact me on Instagram through the description box below, so you can go ahead and check that out as well. Mwah. I love you all, and I look very forward to seeing you here again very soon. All right, I love you, my beautiful Geminis, and I'll see you soon. Bye.